Y'all, it's just whatever July, where whatever may happen. So enjoy these vlogs as normal, as they are just updates of things going on in my life, and basically whatever content I decide to bring to you. Yo, we are back to normal on this fun Friday. Well, kinda. Today's fart poem will probably not be read outside because it's gonna be ridiculously hot, and then Sunday we get thunderstorms, which I think is gonna cool things off, but really, you just never know. So at work, which I haven't really talked about it that much lately, if y'all notice, we have another transfer from another store who's been with the company 5 years now. And at her old store, she wanted to learn how to use the walkie stacker, and they wouldn't teach her. And yesterday, I went to the team lead and was like, who's going to come for my lunch? And we discovered that she was gonna attempt it. She really wanted to learn how to do it. And when I got back from lunch, she was like, I'm actually enjoying this. I'm like, yeah, don't enjoy it too much. Because if you get stuck doing it all the time, then you're gonna hate it. You don't want to do the same thing every day. But, and then she told me she wanted to learn the walkie stacker, and I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna argue with you on that one here, even though they may have not wanted to train you there. Like, that's just kind of stupid. Somebody wants to learn something, why would you not teach them? And it makes me wonder if it's the store that, if you don't maintain that certain pick rate, they fire you. They don't care, they just fire you. So there is a Walmart that's that fucked up, and I'll be like, yeah, I'd rather die than work there. Anyway. Because that sounds pretty much like abuse to me. Don't know how that store stays in business. Without, management being in trouble for that kind of thing. But, so here's a little bit of proof kind of thing. So if y'all noticed, you may be browsing through Facebook or something, and you got people here bitching about stores not being open 24 hours anymore. What the fuck are you bitching about? We've told you millions of fucking times the reason we are not open 24 hours. Theft. That's why. Especially in those inner city stores. And just to prove it, let's compare last year's inventory number for my store versus this year's. Last year's was 4 million in theft. That's fucking terrible. We were actually projected to do 3.8. But it was more than that. That's really fucking bad. Now, we're not one of those stores that, found the need to go and fucking lock everything up, you know what I mean? But we did lock a lot of stuff up, and then some of it were like, yeah, we're losing sales. So we left some of it unlocked, but the one thing we left locked up was the one that had the biggest impact on our inventory number this year. And that was cosmetics. We came out of our inventory at a 2.4, which is incredible compared to last year. And I'm thinking to myself, Man, it's fucking pathetic the shit people steal that they really don't need. You don't need makeup. How many times do I gotta say it? Ladies, you don't fucking need it. God did not bring you out of the birthing canal with fucking makeup on. You don't need it. Anyway, enough lecturing. Because I hate when people lecture me. You don't need makeup. You don't need to look fake. I mean, if you want to, fine, do it, but it's pathetic. So yeah. And I even said as we were doing online shopping, it's so nice to go to makeup and find the thing that the customer ordered and it's actually there on the shelf and not missing. We did also, because our shaving section is also in that same area. So at one point we had that locked up too, and then they decided, alright, we're taking it off the shaving only. But it stays on the perfume, because that's on the same wall, and then it stays on all the fucking makeup. We're not taking it off the makeup. So it was literally the only thing they didn't take it off of. They even unlocked the formula, and the formula had been locked up a long time prior to locking all this other shit up, because it had like the older style locks that the keys were a pain in the ass just to get to work sometimes. But I mean, there's a lot of things in electronics that have been locked up as well. And they keep certain things in a special room, like all the cell phones and stuff, especially iPhone. They're all kept in this one little tiny room that's near electronics. So it's like, if somebody needs them, they have to get a manager or whatever to get the keys to get that out. Like, yeah, it's pretty strict. They even locked tools up at one point. I don't know if those are still locked. They might be. But I know ammunition's always been locked up. And there's some other things in sporting goods that are locked up. They even did the Legos at one point, and then actually, I think they unlocked those. Because I think that was the worst theft in toys, as Lego sets. I'm like, how the fuck do you steal a giant-ass Lego set? Like, you really can't. Not with our security watching the cameras all the time. And then the door greeters or whatever. I don't know. I think they should, like, certain things they should lock up just during Christmas and then take them off. There should be a way to, like, only lock them up during that time when that stuff's usually stolen. And then once that season's over, then take them off. I think they need to do that kind of thing. I think that would help immensely if there was a locking system that, you know, they could do that. It's like, but anyway, y'all steal. You ain't gonna get the store open 24 hours, and you know what? Overnight doesn't want your ass in the store anyway when they're trying to work. And bothering them when they're trying to get the store stocked because they have a job to do. And it is priority. It is 100% priority to get that store stocked. Or that store manager comes in and wonders why it's not. And maybe flip shit, but, you know, that all depends on the store manager, too. So it's like, yeah, we don't need your ass in the store in the middle of the fucking night. I don't care if it is nice and convenient and quiet. If you leave the employees alone, and, you know, when it's their lunchtime, don't have a massive cart full of shit, and they're trying to buy this little thing for lunch, and you're taking half an hour, and you're basically just killing their lunch break. But see, this is where Walmart did the stupid and didn't put 2 people as cashiers and have 1 for associates only. That is what they should have done. Because yeah, some people still buy their lunch. Some people still buy their lunches on lunch break. because maybe they didn't have something to pack. Because I know people are going to give me shit for that one. Yeah, sometimes, it's the day before payday. There is no food in your fucking house you can pack. And you're like, oh, good, I get my paycheck right on the dot at lunch break, and I can go buy something. Because they do open registers on their lunch break. I think they still do that at nights. I don't know. I haven't been on overnights in years, so, I don't know if it's changed or not. And it probably all depends on the store. But I'm pretty sure they have one person that has to open the registers at that time to let people buy lunch if they need to. If they don't have anything to pack. This is why the best advice I can give you on that. Make yourself a giant ass pot of spaghetti. It's one of the easiest things to make. And then bring that for a few days. I mean, sometimes eating the same thing every day gets really boring, and I get it. Or just buy several of those frozen lunches when you can. Keep them in your freezer and save them for, those last few days before payday, and just take them. And then make, when you can, because y'all know how we work. We have all this money in the beginning. Bills get paid. We don't have a lot left for food, so we have to budget it. So get what you can to make something to take a few days. But then get a few of those lunches just to have. Just keep in a special spot in your freezer. And then when you're on that crunch time where you have nothing and payday's right around the corner, you at least have something. Anyway, enough of that. 2 more days, and then vacation begins. Thank God. Because holy shit, I really wanted to stay in bed. I really wanted to stay in bed. I'm tired. I kind of want to tie-dye this shirt and see what happens. Part of me wants to. I mean, it's already lavender. Could just add purple to it. I might. Just because I'm tired of boring plain shirts. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. It is not Happy Friday because I do work tomorrow.